The point is, Brian, is I don't even know if Joe's down there anymore, maybe, but the whole point is that Bernard and wants Harry or whoever to prove this mysterious death, all right, which never happened. But the whole point is if Bernard and Perlita get what they want and Dave get what they want, right, and they prove it, it's ultimately they're sanctioning for my death. And this isn't the first time that Carney Bernard and his little Red Randy Indian and all them have done this shit. Okay, so it's basically a test to see if Bernard and his little circle of friends actually know how a tradition or culture works. Because Bernard and Perlita, ultimately, even if Harry gets his proof, right, proves it for you and you're sanctioning for my death, like I said before, Bernard, why don't you just finish it off? Instead of having your monkeys do it, come do it yourself if that's what you believe. If you want to take over a space or an area or a fucking city or a state, Bernard, they're testing to see what your resolve is. Because if you keep doing this shit multiple times and they're watching you, and if Joe and them are down there and Karen and them keep doing this shit, they don't know what Joe wants. So if you want something to happen and you keep doing Carney crybaby and making demands for them to fix your problem every time, Bernard, and you want to take over and rule a city, well then, if what you claim is true and you're sanctioning for my death, but you're too big of a pussy to do it yourself, that means to them that all you do is your Carney crybaby shit is to get other people to do it for you, and guess what? They already know you did that to me but once before, and you killed me, and probably some of my friends. So, why don't you just do it if you believe? Don't send one of your monkeys to do it yourself. But the thing is, Bernard, you best be right, because if you're not, what then? So if he's down there, and Brian and whoever else, and you're wrong, Bernard, you're not going to have many friends in the world, especially if you've already done this to them multiple times in a row, and they're just figuring out all the reason why you do Carney tank dumps is so you can make demands to have them fix your problems for free. And that's not how it works. So they're testing you, Bernard and Perlita and Dave and whoever else. Do you really understand what a tradition and culture are? Because if they're not murderers down there and you're telling everybody they are, well then you got another problem, Bernard. And they know which family members that you're raping and abusing and killing to get what you want. So Bernard of the Carney and Attila Oyster Cracker Man and all that, you want to be careful, because they watch, and not only there but internationally as well. So if you think or you say it's true or happened, what claim with Dave's little war coming across the nation, tearing up all that shit, making up a story, ripping out all their crap, to have them make a demand, just finish the job, Bernard. But I'm telling you this, if you kill this kid and you're doing the same thing to me with your Negroes, Bernard, you're not going to have a good result, because they're figuring you out in your Carney little lazy piece of shit. So, come 3 in Western and Harry, if that's true what you claim, finish the job yourself instead of having your monkeys do it for you. Or they're starting to figure out, Bernard, you just do it. Basically, get what you want. Balamorad or Freeman, Bernard, why would you sit there and change your names? I'm not changing my fucking name. So, Perlita, and if you guys believe what you want to take over a city and you think you can rule over it, and you want somebody killed over it, because it basically means you knew it once belonged to me or a piece of Texas or whatever, then you best finish the job yourself. And if you don't, then you're not going to have respect with those people down there. Because when you make such a big claim like that, Bernard, with your little groupie, you're talking big words to have something to learn about something that maybe you're not ready for. So, if you're so sure about it, Bernard, you better be right. Because if you're not, there's going to be a lot of fucking people that don't like you. Especially if Joe is still down there for who knows how long, watching this pathetic war that you got going on, Bernard, with one of the biggest stories ever, when it basically surrounds you guys going around stealing people's shit. So, you know, it's like I said, it's been a long time. I miss it, yes, but he's seen it before. So, I mean, that's what it is, Bernard. And maybe they're helping out another family. That's how they work. Basically, Bernard, the way it works is you don't tell them what to do. They invite you. If you're lucky. And if you leave, then you're probably pretty much screwed. So you can crybaby look proof, but if people end up dead and you're wrong, Bernard, then guess what? They're not going to like you. And then they figure out all you do is, like I said, they already know about the crying Carney Crybaby show. So if you keep doing it, Bernard, they kind of figure out you're just using them. Well, I came out here to maybe see some old friends that I haven't seen for a long time after you guys wrecked their shit. But of course, Bernard and them gotta sit there and fuck that all up too. But, you know, that's just the way it is. So you guys devastated a city, Bernard, for Carney. So like I said, he can march around all proud thinking he's a badass, but he looks like a dipshit. And he's trying to make demands for them to do something for him, which is probably going to be highly unlikely if what if I was shown earlier in my childhood was correct about what you people did, Bernard. So you're making demands to a man to do something for you. Why are you making me go through this shit? What, you think I'm gonna go running down there to him and, you know, beg for him to fix your problems? Why don't you go ask him yourself? And if you're going to take over a city that doesn't belong to you, Bernard, which has kind of been always the debate out here, and you know it, once those guys came across the border anyway to help you all, and you guys spit in their face, Bernard, basically, you're trying to get me to do something through another man, which means, you know, after him watching all that, I highly doubt they're going to help you. But, you know, this is the one that pretty much everybody's argued over for quite some time, Bernard. And it's just it just amazes me. I mean, as many times as it has come to head, I don't think the man is ever lost. So, what do you want me to do about it? Do you think he really gives a shit about any proof that some of you are trying to give when he knows he can pretty much win any time he wants? So you're on their timetable, Bernard, and if they don't like you and what the group of you are doing, then good luck, because they got, you know, they got their thing. But like I said, Bernard, you're asking me to do something you're expecting, and I haven't been down there for like ever. What, you want me to walk? Yeah, right. You're on his timetable, Bernard. That's kind of always been. So, you know. But I don't think they have ever lost, man. So I don't know what you want me to do. Why don't you just go be nice instead of doing Carney tank dumps and ask him to do it? Maybe that's what they're asking for. But if you're going to sanction for my death, if this proof of what you claim is true that happened, that never happened, Bernard, then, you know, he's got you guys by the balls. So why would have you guys probably made better headway just going down there being polite and asking him? You would have probably got a quicker result. But, you know, they're testing to see if you actually know a culture, if you want in on it, if the group of you want in on it. And the chances are, with the behavior that you guys exhibit, you've already gotten an answer. So, but Bernard, you're trying to have me go beat a man over an area that I wasn't even trying to war over to control. So, I wish you luck down that road. Good luck, man. Yeah. You guys have made such a shit mess over it, and then you make a demand for them to fix it. Good luck, dude. But I don't think he's ever lost, and I was never challenging him for the space anyway. So those of you who think I have, well, good luck, because I wasn't. So I just try to come out here to enjoy myself, and then Bernard and them always build it up into being some big carny performance. And Bernard, guess what? He knows that I was never once carny anyway, or ghetto, so or country and western. But you all can act and pretend if you want.